make out with my chopper. Make out with my chopper. Literally, I want you to kiss the barrel of my gun and deep throat that bitch. Wow, 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 wow. Like when I don't know if I watched I think someone remade this beat on YouTube, and it was just it's just like, bro, like creatively, this is incredible. Like this right here, this is what being eccentric is. This is being eccentric, and it works so well. Listen, I've seen reactions of where people were like, this beat is trash, this beat is garbage, this beat is nothing. Okay, and because they were so unfamiliar with that layout, okay, that layout was just so unfamiliar, that sound was just so unfamiliar, and like it's not even that the sound was unfamiliar, it was they know where that sound comes from, that like siren sound, but it's the way it's like, how do I say it? It's like levels to the siren. It's like different types of keys on the piano, and basically if you play, let's say, the A chord, for example, you can manipulate that A chord to make it sound like whatever you want, but you know it's the same A chord. Like it sounds more bassy, it sounds more deep, it sounds more high. Basically, is what I'm saying. And so, like, when people heard that like layout, when I say people, I mean like certain reactors that I would definitely call out. Okay, I forgot their names right now, but I have watched them. Okay, okay, I've watched, I think I probably like 10, 16, 20 different reactors. I gotta watch more. Um, but like I've seen even comments on Twitter and also Instagram. Not Instagram. No, sorry. On Twitter. There you go. On Twitter. Dissing this beat. And it's fine. It's fine. Um it's totally fine not to like a beat. But to me this is like, again, innovation. Because I really like interesting sounds that you had never heard before. I love when people think outside the box and just create new sounds, implement new sounds, and it's just so good for the genre of hip hop and also the genre of any form of music, whether it be metal, whether it be punk, whether it be pop, whether it be hyper pop, whether it be R&B, jazz, different types of EDM subgenres like techno. When it comes to house, when it comes to dubstep, when it comes to drum and bass, when it comes to basically so many genres, like you should not be sticking to a formula. Like sticking to a formula, but then you should make the formula correct. But afterwards, remove certain parts of that formula and see what happens. Because again, when it comes to making anything that is creative, when it comes to making anything that is art in general, the rules are there for a reason. Basically, the rules are created because artists before us realized, oh, this works generally, right? It works generally. But these rules, what was general before is possibly not going to be general, in the future, right? So you gotta remember that. You gotta remember that because again, tastes evolve, things evolve, and so the rules of the past probably will not be the rules of the future, and also probably won't be the rules of the present. They might change, and it's always good to look and study the rules of the past and see how you can change them or modernize them and see if people like them. And I'm one of those people where like I constantly want to see change. I constantly want to see evolution. And I know it's subjective, like the evolution part is subjective, right? But at the same time, I am I'm either the majority or I am um the minority. Within different types of scenes of music that want to hear different sounds. Because again, when I hear music, when I consume art, I want to see things and hear things that are different, and I just want to see a gradual just change and experimentation and see what works because again, when it comes to figuring out, okay, generally this works, it's because of the experimentation. It's because of the experimentation in the first place that we figure out, oh, generally people like this kind of movie, like Marvel film, like a certain popular hip hop song or a certain popular pop song. Like generally, this is what happens. Pop back then was different than pop now. Like this is always changing. And I think people like me and people like Shay and other artists, they push for change. When they push for change, then they find the general. And when they find the general, they push it. And then someone else comes along. It's again, just because you find the general, just because you find the general does not mean you should stick to the general. Continue to experiment and see what else becomes the general. See what else. You could have 7 different generals. Okay, you could have 7 different types of style that are generally appreciated, and then you can create more and more and more and more and more of those things. But again, keep on innovating, keep on creating more and more and more. And just because some guy on Twitter or thousands or millions of people don't like it, that does not mean you should stop pushing the boundary. Don't ever give in to opinions. If your goal is to keep pushing the boundary, why would you stop? Because people, just because the majority or the minority dislike it. No, you're here to experiment, but whether it's disliked or liked, this is what art is about. Because again, when it comes to experimenting, when it comes to creating art in general, you have to push the boundaries. Because if you don't push the boundaries, things stagnate. And if things stagnate, we all die inside. Okay.
Pop 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars. Over 100 fucking bosses with some fully loaded chops. Hey, I Jaden, but he's a hot dog, not on my ops.
That part is bro, listen. I'm like Jason Voorhees. I hawk on all my ops. The way he raps it, the way he punches in on that part is just, it's immaculate, bro. It's immaculate. It's immaculate.
Bosses with some fully loaded chops. Hey, I Jaden, but he's a hot dog, not on
And
my
the
ops.
way he says this, right?
100 fucking dollars. Over 100 fucking bosses with some fully loaded chops. Hey, I Jaden,
Wait, hold on.
he's a hot dog.
I rolled 100 fucking monsters with some fully loaded chops. Some fully loaded chops. Bro, this guy, the way he manipulates his voice, it's just so perfect. It's just, again, innovation, the punch-in, it's just, and also on beat, on an eccentric beat.
Fucking bosses with some fully loaded chops. Hey, I Jaden, but he's a hot dog, not on my ops. It's 100,000 bitches wanna drink up from my cup. Yeah, back out with my chops. Yeah, back out with this chop. Got 100 pairs of me free. Top for Gucci top. Bitch, I'm busting EBBs on me. They say I go too rough. Yeah, got.
But again, bro, I remember hearing it for the first time, and I remember hearing this, like the beat for the first time. I'm like, this is very interesting, and then the way he was rapping on it, also very interesting, especially when it comes to these punch in parts. And I'm like, this guy, he knows what he's doing here. Also, again, I don't know who engineered the album. I have no idea. Does it say? Let me see. It doesn't say who engineered it or mixed it. I have no idea. But the mixing, the sounds I'm hearing, bro. You gotta understand. You gotta understand, okay? This is innovation. This is innovation. Okay. Okay, back up.
Break out with this chop. Got 100 pair of Louis V. I'm on Gucci top. Bitch, I'm busting EVVs on me. They say I go too rough. Yeah, got beats on me, got lean on me. I've been 2 2 3s all rock.
Like, is this a gun? Yeah, I got beans on me. I got lean on me. These .223s I rock. This has to be a gun reference. Bitch, I'm busting these VVs on me. They say I go too raw. Yeah, I got beans on me. Got lean on me. These 223s I rock. Yeah. He's top 3. I'm joking. Stop. I'm joking. Chill. He's not top 3. He's a part of the club. But he's not top 3, okay? I love this bar, by the way. This bar right here. This bar. Listen. If this is what's happening during an exchange, you've won in life. You have won. You clearly have won. You have won in life. And, you guys deserve each other. Okay? I'm half joking, by the way. Continue. Hold on. Got lean on me, I've been 2 3s all rock. When she suck my dick, she call me daddy, that's her mom. Yeah, I pick 10 kick it, I can't get no trouble. Bitch, I kick my feet up, I've been counting up all time. Hey, I just hit Lorraine, I said you shit on DJ drummer. When my bitch on this hustle, I found that hoe on Tumblr. Any hoe won't butt me cause I'm pretty, like my mom. Effing and we hucking shit, you hear that, that's that thunder. This a big ass click, Chris Vet, this that eternal slumber. Break out with my chop, break out with this chop, break out with my chop, break out with this chop, break out with my chop, break out with this chop, break out with my chop, break out with 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars, pop 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars, pop 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars, pop 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars. Break out with my chop, break out with this chop, got 100 pair of Louis V. I'm on Gucci top. Bitch, I'm busting EVVs on me. They say I go too rough. Yeah, got beats on me, got lean on me. I've been 2 3s all rock. This is unhinged. This is unhinged. It's just. I need to go back to these bars. Give me a second. Boy, I pretend fake kicking. I can't get in no more trouble. Bitch, trying to kick my feet up. I've been counting up all summer. Okay. I just hit Lil Ren. I said you shit on DJ Drama. And my bitch too niche. How so? I found that hoe on Tumblr. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And these hoes won't fuck because I'm pretty like my mama. Slut. FNN. We hawking shit. You hear that? That's that thunder. Bro. This is a big ass clip. Chris Vec. That's that. Oh my god. That's that eternal slumber. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Break out with my chop, break out with this chop, break out with my chop, break out with this chop, break out with my chop, break out with this chop, break out with my chop, break out with 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars, pop 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars, pop 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars, pop 100 fucking bottles for 100 fucking dollars. Break out with my chop, break out with exactly what I wanted. Listen, another point I had to make, okay? When I got into the underground, okay? The reason why I got into the undergrounds is because of a man named Lima, okay? He's also a rapper, Don Lima. Um, and I got a shout out to him because he put me on to underground artists. Um, Not exactly Che or Sama-san. I'm forgetting the artists, but he put me onto the underground hip hop scene, the current new gen underground hip hop scene, and I'm glad he did it because again, I found that like my history when it comes to music, I have made some uh, music that basically is film score, film music, soundtrack music, basically. And I was basically experimenting on creating avant-garde type, very experimental score. And I will go back to that, and you will hear that in my movies that I'm making. But when it comes to listening to music, I was listening to mostly just hip hop, not hip hop. Sorry, I listening to film score and soundtracks, a variety of different soundtracks from films like Tenet, films like Harry Potter, films like uh, um, what's this guy's name? Climax, for example, or films like what other films are there? Or like The Killing of a Sacred Deer, or films like Thoroughbreds, or films like Inception, or films like like a variety of or Ex Machina, for example, like a variety of different movies that all have different types of movie score. And if you pay attention to films, different, especially more avant-garde, experimental, quote unquote, I hate this term. I hate this term so much. A24 films, you will hear really interesting, listenable tracks that can help you focus. That can help you. That can inspire you to want to do more for your life. And I was listening to that for I think a year or 2 years during COVID, after COVID, and then afterwards getting into more um, conventional music like hip hop and rock and metal, basically. But like, I still had this feeling of like I'm not hearing any innovation. I'm not finding any like interesting sounds here, like I've heard from score, like I've heard from film score, film soundtrack music. And then Lima put me on to the underground hip hop scene. And because of that, I found people like Che, Asama Sun, Slayer. I can go to my fucking my list real quick. Like Shoujo, Killj, Cyber, like bro, like Netspend, Picasso, who else is here? Molly Santana, Ian. I've got his name. Ken Carson is about 40K. KDN. Who else is here? Lucy Bedrock, 4 or 5, like hard rock, salmon, bro. Like I can go to my list real quick. Hold on, about 3,000 songs. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Nate Sib, like, come on, bro. Frost Children, Xavier So Base or a Blood. Like, listen, I'm gonna do a Blood album review. Okay. In my opinion, this man is also pushing the boundaries. And when it comes to the producers that he has on his albums, that also need to, in my opinion, I don't know if this is controversial, but I feel like producers need to be a feature on a song. Like they need to be credited within the name of the song. So like you know how it goes, like for example, Che dash title, right? It should be Che dash title and then put the prod right there. Put the prod right there. So that way we know who produced this off rip. People have done this on YouTube, but we need to do that exact same thing on Spotify. We need to. We need to. And also prods producers need to be on Spotify. You need to post your instrumental. But I understand with like, you know, placements from the label. I understand the whole, it's complicated. I understand. Okay. But listen, that inner working, like how that works needs to change. Because listen, I want to hear the production, the instrumental from the source, because producers are artists themselves. To treat them just like, oh, you're a producer, you're a beat maker, oh, you're not the same as me. No. These guys are also geniuses. They're creative geniuses. Okay? They do so much work just like the artist. Okay? These guys deserve so much money in their account, like the artists, because they are a part of how shit sounds sonically. Same with the artists. These guys deserve so much more. Producers need to be at the forefront. Not always, you know, BTS. No. They need to be at the forefront. These guys are artists in their own right. Okay, listen, again, these guys have too much in their bag that they aren't showing. They got so many beats. So many. And they are showing it off on YouTube, but like they got so much more. But like, where is the admiration? I see some of it. I see some of the admiration, but I don't see a lot of it. I need to see tons of it. The same kind of admiration you give Che and Osama Son is the exact same admiration you should be giving to their producers. 100%. This is the reality. Come on, brother. Come on, bro. IDK, another artist. This guy, Chef's Kiss. This guy is so diverse, so lyrical. I mean, like, oh my, he also makes beats, bro. This guy does it all, bro. He does it all. I gotta listen to his album as well. His new album that's coming out soon. Hasn't not come out, but it's coming out. Don't worry. IDK. Elijah, what the fuck? I also listen to him as well. Who else is on here? Oh yeah, Type of Negative. Where are they at? Different thing. NASCAR. Oh my god. NASCAR Aloe. Listen. You guys. Oh hey Mylon. You guys just don't know. You guys just don't know, bro. You guys just don't know. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you, okay, a more in-depth analysis when it comes to this art stuff, especially when it comes to hip-hop, because I am not seeing the more in-depth critical conversations, reviews over how something sounds, how someone rhymes, how someone flows, and also within these two videos that you've probably seen, I have not gone extremely in-depth. These are more test runs right now. This is my first time doing kind of reviews. But listen, for the next few other videos that I'm making, I'm doing way more in-depth stuff, like way more in-depth. Because like, we need a voice that's going to go above and beyond when it comes to breaking down lyrics, breaking down bars, breaking down lyrics from any genre, breaking down sonically how it was made, breaking down the remake of an instrumental. Like, this is what is needed within the music scene. And also when it comes to film, it's the same thing. Film, I mean, there's so many different film reviews, but still, in my opinion, there's so many different film analysis videos or TV show analysis videos, but I want more. And I feel like I can do way more in this space and then bring about a new generation of analysis when it comes to different art forms that give so much more detail and can give way more better analysis than me. But I think I will be one of the individuals that will start that kind of movement. And so this is why I'm here. Okay, back to the album. We're ending this video right now. After the song ends, we're ending, okay? What am I?